Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? Welcome to Daniel Teaches. You guessed it, I'm Daniel. So I've been meaning to ask you, how often do you work? Oh, I apologize. I must have misspoke. I didn't mean like work for an employer or anything, but I meant working on yourself. How often do you work? How often do you spend time making yourself better, learning new things, adding value to yourself? Well, no, I mean, you know what? Netflix and YouTube, they're cool. I don't know if they're adding value, but in terms of networking, I mean, in terms of marketing yourself, promoting yourself, sure. Getting out there, meeting new people. Now, what about in terms of, now, when I say value, what does that mean? I mean, in a sense that you give yourself a new piece of skill or a new piece of knowledge that you haven't had before, right? So that could be maybe, Daniel, I read one page of one book, but okay, let's say even if you don't read books, I pressed on this Twitter article or Facebook article and I read the first 6 sentences, and now I can tell you that oxytocin is the love hormone. I know one thing today that I didn't know yesterday. What's a skill that you want to learn? What's a piece of knowledge that you want to learn? So when you compare yourself to who you were 6 months ago, you can say, oh, I've done this and I've done this, and this is something I've achieved, and I just tried something totally new, like, I don't know, bouldering, and I just tried it for the first time and it was amazing, and this and that and that and this. And eventually what happens is you end up adding so much. Okay, so I'm going to cut this part out.
Now, if you're real to your other video, you won't cut this out. Or cut some of it out. You'd be like, hey, bother guys, sorry, I got a phone call.
Well, so much for being raw, natural, and not cutting anything out. Sorry about that, folks. But in terms of being valuable, right? Adding new skills to yourself, adding new knowledge to yourself, doing something today that you weren't able to do 6 months ago, right? And now, why do we do this? Why do we want to be better? Well, I mean, if we're not going up, are we going down? Or if not down, are we just being stationary, staying exactly where we are throughout life, not attempting new challenges and new ambitions and new goals? I think we should. I think we should always be looking to add something new to our repertoire, learn something new. And not only learn it, but master it. Master it to the point where then you can eventually teach it. Anything in the world. You can say, Daniel, I'm interested in music now. Daniel, I'm interested in photography or climbing, martial arts, a different form of exercise, dance, whatever it may be, as long as you are working on yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are the best investment that you're making. Forget stocks, forget real estate, this and that. Invest in yourself. Invest in this, and I promise you, your mind will repay you 10 times whatever you invested in it. My name is Daniel. This is Daniel Teaches. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.